One of the organisms that we found here is what's called a wavy turban. And it's a snail, and it's well camouflaged, often lives in this middle intertidal zone. And you can see all the different kinds of red algae and green algae that are helping to camouflage this organism so that it can't be easily seen by predators. And this one is live, and he's in there. So I'm going to tip him up a little bit, and this is his foot area here. And I'm going to start touching his foot, and that will cause him to retract his foot into its shell. And what he's got is a really cool trap door. There he goes. He's got a really cool trap door. It's a hard piece of a shell. It's round. It's got these ridges on it. And what that does is it closes them off from the environment. So they can actually withstand being exposed and out of water for a very long period of time. They do have gills, but they can withdraw under their shell, and then when they do withdraw under their shell, they can regulate their body fluids a lot more easily, and they won't dry out. So this piece here, that's the trapdoor piece that he covers himself with, that's called an operculum. And it's kind of interesting, you sometimes find these in the tide pools as well, just the operculum, and also sometimes just the shell as well. You can usually tell that the organism is no longer in the shell when it doesn't have a lot of the algae growing on it. But the operculum was actually used by the local natives. They used to come down into the tide pools and collect them, and then they'd trade it as money. So in a way, the tide pools, at least for the natives, they were kind of like a bank in a way. They come down here and collect these, and they trade them, and they trade them for other things. So I'm touching it now, and he's really closing up, and they're squirting out a little bit of water there. And now he's all closed up and very well protected and able to survive some of the rigors of the tide pool environment there. One of the other things that's interesting too is not only does he have algae growing on him, he's actually got another type of a marine mollusk that actually is growing on him. It's like a tube worm, and it's right here, and there's another one over here as well. So they really have a lot of camouflage, and they're hard to find in the tide pool environment.